Thanks, guys. All right, yeah, we are already into week 5 of college football season. Crazy how fast it's going by. Once again, he's Zach Mackey. I'm Mary Kate Harrian. Let's rewind to last Saturday. I know it's going to be hard on everyone to watch these replays, but hey, there are definitely a couple good ones from Iowa, and I'll tell all you diehard fans when to look away from the screen if you don't want to relive that last play.
Man, what a college football game. They don't get much better than that, though. I mean, going into the game, you were just hoping that it was close and that it was going to be a good game, and it came down. Not too often do college football games come down to the very last play, and you could say the game's going to be won or lost on this play. Josie Jewell coming up with an interception there. He did some great things. Was the defensive player of the week last week, and anybody who rewatched that replay, even watched it live, saw what a tall task he had. I mean, I don't think there's any question. Saquon Barkley right now is the best player in the country, hands down, and he'd be my choice right now for a Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, we're going to see him actually right now run the ball. He's just incredible.
He is. Back and forth, get him in space, and then he dances down the sideline here. He's able to use that sideline so well, and he's got such control of his feet to be able to stay in bounds and to be able to really make plays, even when he's in the air coming down.
But hey, how about our running back? Look at Akram.
I'd take
killed
it too.
But Zach, you might want to close your eyes if this is still going to hurt you.
Oh, that very last play, just over the top. I mean, we're talking inches over the head of Amani Hooker.
Inches. Well, on Tuesdays, Kirk Ferentz holds a weekly press conference, and it almost seemed inevitable that Coach Ferentz would be asked about his thoughts on athletes kneeling or protesting during the playing of our national anthem. Here's what the coach had to say on the issue.
And my preference is that we keep politics to our individual time. That's just how I look at it. Pertinent to our players, we work with college-age students, so certainly we encourage them to grow and be curious and ask questions. I think that's healthy. But this is the one time where we put everything aside. We all dress alike, we act alike, and we're all, trying to do the same thing. To me, that's on the outside, and sports ought to be about sports. That's how I kind of look at the world, I guess. And I always thought that was the beauty of sports, quite frankly.
So in my personal opinion, the national anthem is the first time you get to present yourself as a team in front of your opponent. It's a chance to show unity, it's a chance to show togetherness, and most importantly, to show respect for your country and for the men and women who fight for it every single day. It's a time to show your opponent who you guys are as a team. So I think, to Coach Ferentz's point, in my opinion, it's not a time for politics to combine with football. It's a time in our country where we get to show a group of individuals from so many different backgrounds come together for one common goal, which is pretty rare today. So I feel very fortunate that I'm able to witness that every single week. And it is so special for those Iowa players that they get to belong to a football program like this one.
Coach Ferentz said it, that this is a football game. He's focused on the football game. He wants the guys, and I know they are focused on the football game. They don't want to have to worry about, hey, who's kneeling, who's standing, who's doing what during the national anthem. And he said it. He said it during there that, hey, he wants to worry about winning the football game, and that's what they're going to hope to do against Michigan State.
Let's move back to football now. You good with
Let's
that?
Let's do it.
All right. So, the last time Iowa took on Michigan State, like I said a little bit earlier, was in the Big Ten Championship. Another heartbreaker.
What a game.
The Spartan defense definitely came ready to play. Do you expect to see a strong defense again from them this weekend?
Well, I think with Coach D'Antonio being there so long, you're going to see a lot of the same. They were just at a Big Ten championship 2 seasons ago. They had a rough spot last year, but it was because they had so many young guys. So many graduated from a team that went to the Final Four. Yeah. So it's now these guys are starting to play like they're upperclassmen. They're getting a lot of starts under their belts, and their defense is always going to be solid. They're going to punch it down your throat, too, in between the tackles as well offensively.
Yeah, and there's definitely still that sour taste in their mouth from this game, for sure, just like that Penn State game. Moving on to the Iowa defense, though. They talked about on Tuesday what they expect to see from the Michigan State offense.
That's definitely another threat, in our pass rush we have to be good, just keeping them in the pocket, keeping them contained, and then, in our run fits and pass drops we have to be disciplined and, not let them get out of the pocket and get moving around. So
really athletic quarterback. He can do a lot of things with his feet. Obviously their backs are really good and they're physical up front, so that's going to be a challenge for us, and we're going to have to come out swinging.
All right, so I'm excited to see Stanley this weekend. He's still leading the Big Ten in touchdown passes thrown. He's 6th in the nation. Yeah. So, last week wasn't, I guess, a good week per se for the offense, but for him personally, not even game time, he has just grown in the 4 weeks that we've had, a lot. He got named starting quarterback the week before the first game, and look where he is now. And I said, too, like, talking to the media, he would give, like, one-word answers first week. He's giving full sentences now. So he's really grown, not just as a player, but as a person. So I'm excited to see him play this weekend.
Yeah, that first quarter was a little rocky. A lot of people looked at it. And, hey, you get 70,000 fans. It's an environment unlike any other in college football. And they were kind of, kind of feeling it in. But, hey, he was able to, especially that the 2-minute offense has been really impressive. Against Iowa State, then against Penn State, they didn't even use those 2 minutes. Now you're looking back, wishing they used a little bit more time.
Yeah, well, that was one thing they touched on earlier, too, before they named Nate, that he was very good at that 2-minute drill that they did in practice. I'm going to go to predictions now.
All right.
3-1, both of us. I was very excited because I want to throw that in Zach's face because he's been throwing it that he's been winning in mine.
All right. We're tied.
Yeah, but do I even have to ask, or should I just assume it's Iowa again?
Well, I slept on it the last 3 days, thinking, looking up and down. I'm going to go with the Hawkeyes.
Oh.
I think Iowa's going to beat Michigan State, and we'll see if you're going to piggyback off that.
I'm not going to piggyback off it. Well, I am, but I'm not. It's my own opinion, Zach. I'm going to pick Iowa as well. I'm not probably. I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a good game. 2-touchdown win. I think it might be a little bit of a slow start. I'll be at Notre Dame, so that's all that really matters. Kickoff is at 3:12 on Fox, though, and make sure to tune in every Friday morning with me and Zach as we break down Iowa's matchups for you guys each week.
And come back on Monday for highlights from the games. Guys, back to you.